Nope. No, stop. Cut the music. Yep. Cut the music. Yeah, no. We need to talk, you guys. This format, it might not work. YouTube is not okay with it. Like what we're doing here. See, I've been reading through YouTube's monetization guideline, and this isn't great. The video retention times, not so good. The policies, yeah, the policies. Listen, we need to talk about this, you guys. See, according to YouTube's monetization policies, there are certain types of videos that actually aren't allowed to be monetized. And let's see here. Content that exclusively features ratings of other materials, you do not know. Song modified, no. Similar repetitive content or mindless content with low educational value, commentary, or narrative. So these videos, these are kind of repetitive, you guys. Like, if you think about it, like the operators say the same preamble 2-3 times. There's only so many characters. They've all got the same phonetic phrase. Like, I'm getting kind of worried here, you guys. What else do we have? Templated, mass-produced, or programmatically generated content. Well, like, I'm not generating it with a program, and it's not mass-produced, but it is... It's pretty templated. Huh. And just finally here, image slideshows or scrolling text with minimal or no narrative, commentary, or educational value. I mean, I could make a case these videos have educational value, huge educational value, but it's you know, it's not great. And there's definitely not a lot of narrative or commentary. And well, just listen to this. This is from YouTube section on what is allowed to monetize. Short clips of similar objects edited together where you explain how they're connected. You guys, I haven't been doing that. Like, I kind of do it, but I don't know. I personally always felt there's just way too many randos on YouTube giving their opinions on every last thing and, you know, hyping everything up. But it seems like I'm supposed to zig when everyone else is zigging. Like, I was going to leave, you know, interpretation up to you, the viewer, but that's not going to work out. So good for you and me. That's not going to work. So we're going to have to shake things up a little bit. So starting with this video, I'm just going to, I'm going to comment on everything and you can hear my thoughts on it because that's how YouTube is supposed to work, I guess. I don't know. We're going to do this. All right, let's go. Let's play some EAMs. Well, before you click away, no, there wasn't just one EAM today. This is a new innovation in the Internet Frequency Squad project. You know how before I used to have the rest of the messages just sort of slightly grayed out? Well, not slightly, but you get the point. That way, someone who just wanted to watch the video to get an idea of how many messages there were a day could just watch up to that, then click out and be done. See, that's bad for viewer retention. That's bad for the algorithm. So I had to change it up. You're no longer going to see them grayed out. It's just going to be black. You're going to have to watch the whole video to get an idea of how many messages there were. And even if you want to quickly scroll through, you have to account for the fact that today's video has 2 days in it. The 13th and the 14th. See, that's a little bit sneaky, but it's going to get you to keep watching the video. Because even if you try and scroll through, I have all this stuff going on. I have a lot of excitement, okay? YouTube is going to love the new format. You might not like it, but it's going to do really big numbers. It's going to be really great. I wish I could keep doing the videos. I really do, believe me, from the bottom of my heart. I wish I could have kept doing these videos, though I've been doing them before. Not going to fly. Another thing I know that's not going to fly, you just hearing the messages you can't hear. You just want to know what EAMs sound like, right? You're wondering what these mean. Well, let me tell you. They're too repetitive. They don't mean too much. You're here for me. We're going to go through these one by one. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. A lot of creativity. A lot of zest. This is it. This is the new format. What do you guys think? I'm excited. With that rock, can we get him to be quiet? Like, he keeps saying, like, these letters. I don't know what they mean. Like, is it, oh, I have to know what they mean? Like, I have to comment on them, you're saying. Alright, so this next one. Hey, no, get that out of there. Get that out of here. Listen, YouTube's monetization policy is not going to think that little interstitial counts as commentary. Okay, it doesn't. It's generated manually, really easy to edit. Doesn't count. I have to talk. See, look what you just made happen. Now there's not even content. Now I have to be the content completely. Imagine that. Somebody clicks on a thing, an emergency action message. Now it's just me talking on a black screen. You can't even see how many messages there were today. Is there messages? Were there no messages? I don't know. Ridiculous. This is getting really, really bad. Really bad. I can't believe it. I should be embarrassed to upload this. This is really bad. Okay, how many EAMs were there today? Because I just skipped a huge chunk. Am I allowed to just briefly show people? Just briefly. There we go. See, I can't do that normally. That's not good. How many did I skip there? Like, why did we skip it? It's just... Is it a budget thing? Did I skip because of budget, or did I just not make recordings? I know sometimes I don't make recordings, but it's not always explained. Maybe I should have explained that. Honestly, that's something I probably should have explained. Another thing I should have explained is that these messages, guys, these are really important messages, okay? Your lives are at stake. You know, all of this. Listen, if you join the Internet Friend private news network for just $9 trillion a month, you're going to get exclusive access to this content. This is going to be behind a paywall. It's not going to be behind a paywall. I'm doing a bit, okay? I'm being sarcastic. Like, can you tell I'm the voice because I'm just being a bit too uppity? Don't take it too... You should never pay for this content, unless it's my content. Then it's real. It's good content if it's my content. If you see this anywhere else, it's fake and bad. Unless, like, on EAM Watch is good. I'm being legitimate about that one. This is getting a little bit too highbrow. I'm confusing myself. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Is this commentary, YouTube? Is this good? Did I let the people listen to the message for just a little bit? Here. I'm gonna let you guys listen. Okay, no, I'm already losing viewers. That was a terrible idea. People immediately clicked off and stopped watching as soon as that happened. See what happens? Maybe YouTube is right. Maybe the whole algorithm thing really, really does work well. And I've just been looking at it the wrong way. Thank you, Google. I've seen the error of my ways. I understand now what is content creation. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Oh, that one's pretty loud. Okay, so this one, do you see how long it is? It's 53 characters. That's because it's serious business, you guys. Like, that's how you know it's real. This is about to go down. Events are about to unfold. Papa Mike? Listen, if he says Oscar Delta, he just said it. It's over. He just said Oscar Delta. Well, so, here's a little tip they won't tell you. This is top secret, highly confidential. I got this from the tip top of the Pentagon, okay? If they say Oscar Delta again, that means the nukes are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen in. Uh-oh. He said it. He just said Oscar Delta. Folks, kiss your loved ones, okay? When they say Oscar Delta, do you know how close that is to Oscar Mayer? Do you know who Oscar Mayer is? I don't. I just asked this guy. He told me Oscar Mayer invented, like, the craziest, I guess it was like a cylindrical thing, and it was like, it's capable of crossing the entire United States, okay? And they had this nickname for it, like the Oscar Mayer mobile, I guess. I'm not too familiar with it myself, but this is a big deal. This thing could travel distances. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here, folks? Why can't I just let the message play? It's a long one. Can you hear the ruffling in the background, by the way? I was talking to this guy who is he's an aspiring voice actor, and he told me he puts a towel over his head so that there's less reverb in his audio recordings. So I don't have a towel over my head right now, and it's like, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna let you guys listen to the next one without me talking over it when he does the repeat. I can't believe people don't stay tuned into this. This is riveting. Like, I love when he says golf. Look at that waterfall. What if I just comment on the waterfall? Did I say I was going to let you guys listen to an EAM, maybe? You know, I probably did, And I'm so sorry that I have to take that back. Because I'm worried about retention. I'm worried about keeping my audience. You guys need content. You need content and you need comment. And I'm trying to think of a third C, because I like to say that there's the 3 C's of YouTube monetization. I guess sense. We need content, comment, and sense. Like sense, like money, but also sense, like AdSense. That starts with an S. It's like a, you know, it's a pun, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? Folks? We're on the bottom part now. He's about to say hotel. I bet he Alpha. Sierra. Charlie. X-ray. 6. Bravo. 6. Alpha. Oh, this is fun. 4. 7. Golf. Uniform. 4. Is that a 5 or a Sierra? Oh, it's a 5. Alpha. 4. A Sierra. That's a 6. This is top code out, isn't it? Oh, I forgot about this part. They always say this part, I just forgot. Now I'll say this is top code out. There we go. That was really good. I enjoyed that. Do you guys like that? How was the comment? Was it good? So, this is December 14th. We're on a new day now. And I guess it is a little bit interesting. I mean, I could comment on the fact that we've had quite a few of these PMs coming up in the last couple hours. And it's the PMs that I think are pretty interesting. As opposed to, and I say PM just referring to the first 2 characters of the message. As opposed to what we usually see, which is GF. And these seem to be rotating. Like before GF, I think it was 6G. And I think before PM, it was V5. And there's a way to differentiate them because the GF messages never seem to be longer than 30 characters. They never seem to be for anyone. This is something I talked about in my speculation video. This didn't do that popular. And they're actually something I'd like to revisit because especially now that I've learned a little bit more about editing, I could have made them sound better. Turns out if you use a higher sample rate, it gives more of a timbre to your voice and you sound less like a high-pitched nerd. That would have been nice to know when I was making those. But at least in terms of comment here, it would have been nice if I could show you the title cards, because you get an idea. It was pretty frequent towards the end of the 13th. And now at the 14th, you really see that it starts to continue. It does eventually drop off, but at least around midnight UTC, it felt like things were happening. And I was kind of paying more attention than usual because of that thing that I noted in the interstitial title card. The point is, you don't need me blathering on and on for editorial, because as I talk about on YouTube, a lot of these shortwave recordings that people post are kind of one-offs, no context, and the daily compilation really helps give you a sense of context. The editing I do in these videos really does transform them and provide value by giving you an idea of typical message frequency, when messages typically occur, and so forth. And one thing that I tried to do by continuing the series for so long is give you an idea that there are days where there are no messages, or at least I think there are, but they're not very often. So just because I don't document something or nobody else documents something, doesn't mean there were no messages that day. It's just the way these things pan out. And yeah, that's the comment on that one. See, this one is pretty soon after the previous one. And it's another Papa Mike. So the Papa Mikes, like I said, Papa Mike, is that what I just said? The Papa Mikes, like I've been saying, I think they're more important. So this to me tells me, speaking honestly, either there's an important plane in the air, or they're doing military exercises. This is a guess, it's unsubstantiated, it's just an impression I have from listening to these virtually non-stop for over a month now. Now that either gives me kind of a unique insight in terms of, you know, really getting in tune with the rhythm and frequency of these messages and being able to kind of have an intuitive sense of what they might mean. Or it's kind of like when you're staring at the, remember in elementary school and you'd stare up on the ceiling and they usually had like those weird, I don't know what they were, those like the ceiling tiles, and you'd stare at them out of boredom and you start to see faces in them. That's what it's like with this sometimes. Especially if you're listening without the squelch on, you're just listening to static, your brain will naturally try and start hear voices where it's just static. Usually I do have squelch on, but it's one reason I honestly cannot listen to 4625 kilohertz. The buzzer, because squelch doesn't work on that. You have to listen to the buzzing. And I can't listen to the buzzing, folks. It's really bad. I know it's popular. I know if I made more videos about the buzzer, probably have a little bit more subscribers. But I can't do it. I can't listen to the buzzer. Can you listen to the buzzer? I know you can't. You can barely listen to these. Actually, honestly, speaking honestly, now that we've kind of put the shtick aside, there are people who watch these videos from start to end. I don't know whether it's like as a sleeping aid or genuine interest, but it's kind of neat to know there's not just me who finds these interesting. And I appreciate the loyalty. I'm glad that I'm able to make something that folks watch and are interested in. And if they do get monetized, I mean, if the channel gets monetized, I'm going to see what I can do to keep them going. Maybe not at the rate that they have been going, but you know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so now we're back to the Gulf Foxtrots. The Gulf Foxtrots, yeah, I don't know. I think they're mundane. I'm not too worried about them. Like, if I have a whole day of nothing but Gulf Foxtrot, even if there were like 50 Gulf Foxtrots, I would be like, that's nothing. I don't think that was anything today. Maybe someone like made a mistake and had to fix it, but I don't think anything actually occurred. And I think Gulf Foxtrot, so I started listening again after a really long break at the end of September, and I know on EAM Watch, their search function is working again finally. I think the first Gulf Foxtrot someone recorded in July or August? So I think, no, I'm thinking of 6G. 6G lasted at least 50 days. Gulf Foxtrot started, oh, I don't remember, sometime early November, either the 10th or the 16th. So I'm kind of eager to see whether closer to the end of December, this month, whether Gulf Foxtrot gets phased out or if it's even going to last even longer. Again, I don't know how long exactly the 6G messages last, like the predecessor of Gulf Foxtrot. I need like visual aids to kind of help explain what I'm talking about. Me just with a little puppet with the mouth moving, you're not getting the full sentiment. Especially because I'm just talking over a guy who's just talking non-stop. I don't feel like you're getting anything out of this. Is this comment good? See, like, why can't I just leave you to make your own conclusions and figure this out yourself? Like, what good is me talking? You know, I believe it was, Sartre, the French philosopher, who, actually I have no idea what he said. Somebody said, you know, words are just complicated airflow, and that's what this is. This is a very complicated airflow, actually. If you're thinking in terms of, like, the audio that's being sent to your computer, it's actually pretty crazy. Because, like, I'm talking at the same time a guy's talking. Like, how does a computer know how to render that and record? Like, technology is amazing, isn't it? It's really something. It's really something. I hope you've learned something with this comment, and we've got another one coming on the way. See, this is just another Gulf Foxtrot. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. These are just nothings. Gulf Foxtrot is nothing to me. Although, it is interesting that it says Gulf Foxtrot for Mike Echo Delta. GF for Med. Girlfriend for Med? That's what I'm reading. Like for a Mediterranean man. Is this like a singles listing for like a Girl wants to date an Italian? Is that what we're listening to right now? Did the US forget to fully encrypt this one and we're just seeing kind of the start of what they look like? Are they just... what was that called in the newspapers? Not confidentials. Oh goodness, you know the part of the newspaper where there would be like solicitations for escorts and prostitutes? But also like dates? Classifieds. That's it, they were called classifieds. I love how I'm talking about the newspaper like it's an extinct creature. In a way, it really is. You know, I remember as a kid reading the newspaper, they had the Marmaduke and the Garfield, he hated Mondays and you would eat the lasagnas. That was good times. And you'd flip through, there'd be the sports section. I never understood, if you like sports, why didn't you play them while you're reading the newspaper? Silly to me. And another thing I remember as a kid is listening to the radio. The old AM talk, coast to coast AM with our bell. Guys, if you're still listening, and you ever listen to Coast AM with our bell, hit a like. Hit a like on this video. Come on, click that button. Click the little thumbs up. Let's get some Coast to Coast AM solidarity in here. Really love that show. I forget which video it was. I actually did a kind of quote-unquote tribute, if not blatant ripoff, of the kind of the Coast to Coast vibe. And here we are, listening to shortwave radio together, you and I. Friends, buddies. Well, I mean, not really. I'm just kind of talking at you while you're listening to this against your will. Why are you listening to this? Yeah, this is another Golf Foxtrot. I don't think I really care. Like, I have nothing to say. The messages speak for themselves. Do I have to keep doing this, or have we made a point? Folks, do you like this? Do you like me just talking over this? Actually, maybe you do like talking over this. Let's see what we can do for you here. This is the issue 2 of The Escapist, a journal of places less explored. And just flipping to page 37 here. This is the article, Artistic Merit, about the city of San Sebastian, written by Sophie Grove. It is this city is a Basque beauty, but has a troubled past that has left bullet holes in buildings. But through food, theater, and a bit of beach life, a new, happier, and reconciled place is emerging. In the gloaming of a summer evening, gloaming? What the is it gloaming? In the gloaming of a summer evening, a group of barefooted, wetsuit-clad figures make their way along the stone pavements of San Sebastian's Oquendo Plaza, over the Art Deco Zuriola Bridge that crosses the city's wide Urumea River, and to the beach. There, businessmen, elbow to elbow with tourists and off-duty sous chefs, bob like seals in the full force of the Bay of Biscay. I surf twice a day, at lunchtime and at sunset, says Zabi Zirikiang, a former engineer who co-founded clothing brand Laurier Mendien in the nearby fishing harbor in 1995. Everything we do is inspired by the sea, by the surf, by Basque culture, and by music. Bilbao is the home of steel and rock and roll, and San Sebastian of pop. What'd you guys think of that? What if I just start reading things? What if I do like an audiobook channel? That's an idea. Do you guys want an audiobook channel? Leave a like if you would like an audiobook channel. If you would not like the audiobook channel, leave a like. Okay, so this is actually interesting, because earlier I was talking about how messages usually start with, as of late anyways, they either start with Golf Foxtrot or Papa Mike. It's a little bit early to see a message like this Bravo Alpha. One thing I don't explain, and since I'm doing this commentary thing, I guess I can do it here. that plus symbol at the end in the kind of that 31st column, that means that this message is longer than 30 characters. There's also the ampersand for when they say more to follow. I have the little forward arrow when it's indicated, when a message is being like indicated as for someone. And I've also got the forward slash for when something is disregarded. I originally had it as a backslash, like kind of take that back, slash it out. But backslash is just such a common symbol on the internet that I thought it would cause some confusion. So I went with the next closest character, a forward slash. So as far as this goes, because it's longer than 30 characters, it's potentially replacing the Victor 5 prefix. But the Victor 5 prefix isn't really that old. When was it introduced? Let's try something. Just bear with me, folks. I've got a big spreadsheet of all of these things, and I'm going to do some real-time... You won't be able to see it, because that takes effort. And YouTube's not about the effort. So Victor 5 messages. They first showed up November 16th. And if they're being replaced December 4th, what does that give us? I hope you can't hear the typing too much. Let's see, November 16th, 2022, and today is the 14th. That gives us 28 days. Now, Victor 5 replaced X-Ray India. And when did X-Ray India debut? I think it replaced X-Ray India. Yeah, almost definitely replaced X-Ray India. I don't know if I know when X-Ray India started. XI. That's going to give me a lot of results. Let's do this. Because I'm trying to figure out, if we know Victor 5 has potentially lasted for only 28 days, how long did X-Ray India last? The first X-Ray India, November 5th, and the last X-Ray India, November 15th. So that's not quite right. That's only like 10 days. Yeah, I don't know. Did I just talk through that whole 60 character message? You know what, I probably did. Anyways, here we go. Another Bravo Alpha. How long is this one? How many characters? Why don't I have the notes? Who knows? Who knows? I need to undo something here. This one is... Why doesn't it say? Is it the same message? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think it's 60. Let's go with 60. 623. I'm pretty sure that's 60 characters. But is he saying 60 or 62? I don't know. Now, again, we've got another Bravo Alpha. It's longer than 30 characters. I wasn't thinking earlier in the day, but now that I'm hearing it again, yeah, I'm thinking the Victor 5s might be out, and or sorry, not the Victor 5, but the Papa Mike. How long did... I'm looking at the wrong stuff, aren't I? I don't know what I'm talking about, you guys. Like, I need to sit down and look through this. I could probably figure this all out. I might do it. At some point, like, now that I'm about to actually stop listening to these messages, I might just stop and kind of crunch the EAMs I did collect. And, while I'm stopping, you know, two things. One, I hope that with this month plus of data, people understand typical message frequency and stuff. So when some maniac on YouTube shows up and says, hey, I've got big news for you, join my private network that costs $30 a month, don't do that. Because he doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, we've never heard so many messages in a day. Yes, we have. Often. Often, very often. I just didn't always make recordings. Again, what I want you to do right now, if you're still listening, and God, I feel bad for you if you are, open a new tab. I'll still be talking, I'm still listening. Open a new tab in your browser and type this in to the address bar. And I'm going to do it just like this guy does. Echo Alpha Mike dot Whiskey Alpha Tango Charlie Hotel. And then I want you to hit enter. You're going to get the site EAM.watch. All of the messages in today's video are entered in there. That's not my website, by the way. I just like using that website. Someone else has set that up. They're soliciting donations to cover server costs. By all means, support them. I am kind of the most common contributor over the last month or so, but people existed before me, people exist after me. I'm just a transient visitor from the looks of it, because I don't know if this is continuing. The other thing I want you to do, come back to this tab, watch the video again. The address there you see in the bottom left of the corner, audio is ripped from youtube.com/@ Hotel Foxtrot Golf Charlie Sierra /live. Type that in. Hit enter. You're going to get a live stream of emergency action messages. That's been set up by a fella who, pretty interesting guy. He's working on denoising algorithms, that way you don't have to listen to too much static. I don't get it myself, I like a little bit of radio noise in me, but to each their own. So you've got EAM Watch, you've got that, and the other thing, at the beginning of my videos, I always put in which SDRs the recordings came from. You can visit those yourself, you can look up the frequencies, and you can listen in. Just because there's a day where no one's entered anything into EAM.watch, and you're too busy to watch the YouTube stream, doesn't mean there weren't messages. I think it's very rare that we have a day without messages. And I think typical messages anywhere between, 10 to 20 messages a day. And you can have up to 30, 40, if you start listening to like more than one SDR, you're going to start picking up relay stations. You could probably start to hear lots and lots of messages. So message frequency alone doesn't tell you a hill of beans. It doesn't tell you a hill of beans. And what are we listening to here? I've been talking so much. We're at 10 a.m. This is another long message. 120 characters. Can we pull up an interstitial here? Like, can we put up a title card just because 120 characters, you know what? This little act. Actually, no, don't put up a title card. Put it away. Again, EAM.watch. Go there. I entered this in there. There is a lot you can do. And I'm distracted temporarily. But I'm keeping the mic running. It's a hot mic. I don't want any dead air here. So, let's see. Are we even halfway? No, we're not even... We're only now like a third of the way through. Let's see. I gotta do something. Let's keep the algorithm happy. I know you kids like video games, so, got some magazines here. The September 2000 issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly. Let's see. What can I read for you? I think there's an article of Metal Gear Solid in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here is a letter to the editor regarding Pokemon, titled Pokemon Ruins Street Cred. And it's sent by woo-40@hotmail.com. That's whiskey uniform-40@hotmail.com. Alright. Your magazine is great, but the thing is, every issue I bought had to have at least 5 pages about Pokemon. I really did not have any problem with Pokemon then. Yeah, I knew how everybody was/is addicted to it. But the thing is about a little throwing a ball, and I'm tired of this. Your piece of is taking all the top 25 games in your magazine. Always in the top 5 of the top 20, there's Pokemon. I bought issue 124. It had another Pokemon on the cover. And another issue had a bunch of pages on Pokemon. It looked like a Pokemon Bible or the Odyssey. I don't know how he's spelling that. He's not spelling Odyssey, right? Come on, folks, can't you do something about this? This is killing me. That's why I stopped buying Electronic Gaming Monthly, because of Pokemon. One day, I took issue 124 to school to finish reading the letters in your mag, and this girl that I liked saw me reading it. She thought I was a Pokemon freak and a little kid. I felt so embarrassed. Can you at least not put Pokemon on the front cover? Damn Japanese people do too many Pokemon games of things like pinball, card game, etc. By the way, I'm not a racist. Please, can you stop putting a lot of Pokemon stuff in your issues? Pokemon is not interesting anymore. That's, it's a take. It's certainly a take. It didn't age very well. Or did it? I'm kind of sick of Pokemon myself. Have you watched my Pokemon videos on my YouTube channel, folks? They're not that good. The quiz show is good. I like the quiz show. And I like the Pokemon Crystal review. I think those are clever. So I think I got rid of all the Pokemon videos on my channel except for the ones I like. And it might just be those two. There we go. September 2000. That's when the Neo Geo Pocket Color pulled out of North America. That's a shame. That's one for the record books, that issue. I read that one a lot as a kid. I don't know why. What other literature can I read for you while we suffer through these messages? You and I together. How far are we on? This is the second pass. Let's see. Oh, I can't tell where we are. Yeah, I don't know where we are. How long is this going to take? Can we hurry this up? 3. Oh my goodness. We're only halfway through. This is taking forever. Can we like speed this up or something? Who's listening? Who cares? I'm gonna speed this up, guys. Can we speed this up? We're gonna do it. Oh, that's really annoying to listen to. And it's still taking a while. I mean, do we just wait this out, or... I mean, it's so long, it's so many characters. It could be a big deal. Like, it could be an important... What's going on there? What are those little... I don't feel like editing those out. I think I just clicked some buttons. Don't worry about it. Is it over? I think it's almost over. Oh, thank goodness for that. That's done now. Now, what are these? Why is there no audio? Are we just showing this, but do we run out of budget again? Is this a budget thing? We just didn't have time to record them, or are we missed recording them? I'm told we missed recording them, so those are the messages. Now can we just skip this, or we gotta wait this out? We're giving people time to read. That's charitable. That's very nice of us. That's, see that this is a channel for friends. It's very thoughtful.
Mike, get back. 6, 4.
Now, this is a Mike Quebec, 1531. We heard a Mike, well, we saw a Mike Quebec, but I didn't record it. So this is the second Mike Quebec that was broadcast, but it's the first one you're hearing for the folks at home. And, none of the Mike Quebecs I heard, as of 1700, that's when I'm recording this right now, kind of getting the jump on today's video. None of them are over 30 characters, so it's possible that these are not correcting it, these are replacing the GFs, which means no GF. That feel when no GF. Did you get the reference? Are you still listening? Nobody's listening to this.
Lima, Juliet, 6.
Nothing lasts forever, not even a well-made wall. Eventually the time will come to repair what you've built. The next few pages of the Home Depot Outdoor Projects 1, 2, 3 book will show you how to deal with some of the most common problems. From washing off a white, puffery substance called efflorescence, to repairing joints and repairing cracked bricks, stones, or blocks. Most repairs are minor and quickly accomplished. Due to the risk of caustic splashes and flying particles of masonry, be sure that you wear gloves and eye protection. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous just to wash some bricks. Oh wow, this isn't even replacing bricks. How do you take a brick out? With a cold chisel. I guess you have to keep it in the fridge. It's a joke. So it's not a joke, I don't know what a cold chisel is. Repairing stucco, replacing a concrete block. This is a good book I've got here. A lot of good books here. But you can't see it because I'm not turning video on, I'm just talking. This is an audio experience. By the way, that call sign, Goat Pen. Heck of a call sign. I mean, I wouldn't have picked it myself, but, you know, you do you. Have I mean, I assume I've made my point a while ago, but just to be clear, I am taking a break from these nonetheless, but I make no illusions that the existing shortwave community on YouTube will fill the vacuum that I leave. Yes, people post random clips of shortwave recordings they make, but there's usually no context. You just see a recording, you get to hear what one sounds like, but you don't know how many there were in a day. And personally, I don't put a lot of stock in how many messages I hear a day, but I know when I started this hobby in January, I didn't know what was typical. So I was hearing a lot of messages, people were telling me, you know, the roof's about to cave in, and you go online to really try to get an idea of how many messages are normal on a normal day. And aside from EAM.watch, there's not a lot of guidance. So, you know, when some famous YouTuber, I mean, I say famous, but when these characters come online and tell you, oh, we heard 30 messages today, we've never heard so many, that indicates the world's about to end. No, it doesn't. And you now have over a month of archived recordings that you can listen to, look back on, and again, I've got recordings from January and February this year. You can go back and listen to those. Recordings from September, October, November. If you join the channel in mid-November, there's a bunch for you to listen to. There's a lot of records for you to look back on. Listen to them, or just scroll through for the transcriptions. Decide for yourself what these things mean. Decide if it's important, you know? Just because I don't hear a message that day, I've already said this, but just because I don't put up a video for a day doesn't necessarily mean there weren't any messages that day. And just because I put up a video with only 2 messages that day doesn't mean there were only 2 messages that day. I only heard 2 messages that day, but it gives you a baseline idea, and that's what I've been gunning for here. Baseline idea, what's going on. And hopefully you have that now. And if you don't, I don't know what to tell you guys. Now I'll let you listen to this one.
Disregard this transmission. This is GoPen out.
So I don't know why he disregarded that one, but
GoPen.
this message is different from it.
Break.
And the message before was different. So
Romeo.
actually, we will hear the message. So it was disregarded at 1539,
Mike. Quebec.
and we heard.
Romeo. Delta.
We're hearing a different one right now, but we will hear a full
Mike.
one of the last one that just got disregarded at 1543.
Romeo.
I don't know if I recorded that for you, unfortunately.
X-ray.
And it gets repeated at least once at 1600. I don't know if I don't have that recording anymore. I did put it up on EAM.watch. Again.
X-ray.
And the other thing with EAM.watch, you guys know you can sign up for an account.
4.
And you can post entries of what you hear. It does not have to be me.
Papa.
Just saying.
Oscar.
I would like to take a break once in a while and see somebody step up to the plate. Why don't you do this? Start your own YouTube channel.
Lima.
Let's see if you can do what I've done. Set up the format.
Oscar.
I challenge you.
Lima.
Make a better compilation of US shortwave emergency action messages than I have.
Delta.
And see how that does for you on the YouTube algorithm. See whether YouTube rewards you.
Alpha.
Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll get luckier than I have.
Mike.
Who's to say?
Quebec.
Life takes all strange twists and turns for each one of us, and we all have our own paths.
X-ray.
And I'm getting philosophical.
Cell. 4.
Haven't even had any eggnog.
Go.
But this will be the last
Papa.
talking
Oscar.
bit from. No, it won't.
Papa.
I'm kidding.
Oscar.
I'm not gonna leave you to
Juliet.
listen to these messages without any comment.
Lima.
The YouTube monetization policy says I have to comment, so I'm commenting. I am commenting
7.
more than they ever bargained for. This is commenting.
Zulu. Papa.
I'm about to see. This is about to. I will stop commenting.
This is GoPen out.
That message just stopped.
Break.
Now the next message starts.
Quebec.
Now I know part of the YouTube monetization policy says I have to explain how these clips are linked together. Well, they're linked together through time. You see, the previous one was broadcast at a certain time,
Sierra.
and this one is being broadcast at a later time.
Kilo.
And I have the time card that shows you the time it was broadcast. And I also do transcriptions. Now, unlike a lot of other shortwave recordings of EAMs on YouTube,
X-ray.
where there are no transcriptions, look, transcription. It's amazing. And what I would love to do is show you the full title card, so if you just want context for any given recording, you have a better picture.
X-ray. Kilo.
But unfortunately, I have to withhold that, because that means you're not going to check all the messages, and that's unfortunate. So this is how it is.
X-ray. Sierra.
I need a break. I'm gonna go get some water. My mouth is parched from talking nonstop for the past 45 plus minutes.
Golf.
Absolutely ridiculous.
India. Zulu. Bravo. Kilo. Bravo. 7. Sierra. Golf. Kilo. Whiskey. Bravo. I say again. Mike. Quebec. Sierra. X-ray. Kilo. Mike. Whiskey. Juliet. Echo. 7. November. Kilo. Correction, item 12. X-ray. Sierra. Mike. Echo. Yankee. 7. Golf. 5. India. Zulu. Bravo. Kilo. Bravo. This is GoPen out. Mike. Back. Romeo. Juliet. Julia. X-ray. Stand by. Mike. Get back. Romeo. Juliet. Juliet. X-ray. Stand by. Mike. Get back. Romeo. Juliet. Juliet. X-ray. Stand by. Message follows. Mike. Get back. Romeo. Juliet. Juliet. X-ray. 7. Tango. X-ray. Delta. Echo. Golf. 2. 7. 6. 3. Oscar. 7. Juliet. Papa. Alpha. Mike. Kilo. Echo. Lima. Bravo. 7. Uniform. 3. Kilo. I say again. Mike. Get back. Romeo. Juliet. Juliet. X-ray. 7. Tango. X-ray. Delta. Echo. Golf. 2. 7. 6. 3. Oscar. 7. Juliet. Papa. Alpha. Mike. Kilo. Echo. Lima. Bravo. 7. Uniform. 3. Kilo. This is GoPen out.
Message follows. Mike. K-back. 2. Charlie. Zulu. K-back. 2. Echo. Oscar. Bravo. November. Sierra. Echo. Papa. Hotel. 7. 6. India. Papa. November. 3. Victor. Zulu. Foxtrot. Papa. Foxtrot. Echo. Bravo. 2. Lima. I say again. Mike. Quebec. 2. Charlie. Zulu. Quebec. 2. Echo. Oscar. Bravo. November. Sierra. Echo. Papa. Hotel. 7. 6. India. Papa. November. 3. Victor. Zulu. Foxtrot. Papa. Foxtrot. Echo. Bravo. 2. Lima. This is GoPen out.
All stations. This is GoPen. GoPen. Break. Mike. Quebec. India. 4. Uniform. Whiskey. Stand by. Mike. Quebec. India. 4. Uniform. Whiskey. Stand by. Mike. Quebec. India. 4. Uniform. Whiskey. Stand by. Message follows. Mike, Quebec, India, 4, uniform, whiskey, 4, Yankee, 6, Alpha, 7, whiskey, Tango, uniform, whiskey, X-ray, Sierra, Charlie, November, Juliet, Romeo, 5, Quebec, Bravo.
This is Goat Pen. Goat Pen. Standing by for traffic.
Victor, Quebec, Juliet, I say again, Mike, Quebec, India, 4, uniform, whiskey, 4, Yankee, 6, Alpha, 7, whiskey, Tango, uniform, whiskey, X-ray, Sierra, Charlie, November, Juliet, Romeo, 5, Quebec, Bravo, Foxtrot, Mike, Lima, Victor, Quebec, Juliet. This is Goat Pen out. Break, Mike, Quebec, Delta, 3, 5, stand by, Mike, Quebec, Delta, 3, 5, stand by, Mike, Quebec, Delta, 3, 5, stand by, message follows, Mike, Quebec, Delta, 3, 5, Gold, Zulu, Papa, Delta, 7, 2, Zulu, Echo, Zulu, Yankee, India, Delta, 3, Victor, Charlie, Whiskey, Charlie, Gold, Romeo, Whiskey, 7, Quebec, Echo, X-ray, I say again, Mike, Quebec, Delta, 3, 5, Gold, Zulu, Papa, Delta, 7, 2, Zulu, Echo, Zulu, Yankee, India, Delta, 3, Victor, Charlie, Whiskey, Charlie, Gold, Romeo, Whiskey, 7, Quebec, Echo, X-ray. This is Goat Pen out.
This is Goat Pen. Goat Pen. Break. Mike. Quebec. Juliet. Oscar. Uniform. Foxtrot. Stand by. Mike. Quebec. Juliet. Oscar. Uniform. Foxtrot. Stand by. Mike. Quebec. Juliet. Oscar. Uniform. Foxtrot. Stand by. Message follows. Mike. Quebec. Juliet. Oscar. Uniform. Foxtrot. Foxtrot. 6. Tango. 3. Quebec. 2. Victor.
Uniform, Charlie, India, 4, Lima, 2, Zulu, 5, Papa, Foxtrot, Golf, Foxtrot, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Hotel, Zulu. I say again, Mike, Quebec, Juliet, Oscar, Uniform, Foxtrot, 6, Tango, 3, Quebec, 2, Victor, Uniform, Charlie, India, 4, Lima, 2, Zulu, 5, Papa, Foxtrot, Golf, Foxtrot, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Hotel, Zulu. This is GoPen out.
I say again, 4 Stoat 79, 4 Stoat 79, Papa, Mike, 6, 5, Bravo, X-Ray, Romeo, Oscar, Sierra, Echo, 5, Romeo, Whiskey, Golf, Charlie, November, 3, Victor, Sierra, 5, Foxtrot, Alpha, Quebec, Sierra, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, Juliet, Charlie, Kilo. This is GoPen out.
Mike, Quebec, Charlie, Mike, X-Ray, 6, stand by, message follows. Mike, Quebec, Charlie, Mike, X-Ray, 6, Foxtrot, 4, 6, Echo, Delta, 3, Uniform, Victor, Tango, 4, 7, Whiskey, 7, Whiskey, 2, Charlie, Victor, Mike, 7, Uniform, Golf, 6, X-Ray, Foxtrot. I say again, Mike, Quebec, Charlie, Mike, X-Ray, 6, Foxtrot, 4, 6, Echo, Delta, 3, Uniform, Victor, Tango, 4, 7, Whiskey, 7, Whiskey, 2, Charlie, Victor, Mike, 7, Uniform, Golf, 6, X-Ray, Foxtrot. This is GoPen out.
Mike, Quebec, Whiskey, 5, November, 3, stand by. Mike, Quebec, Whiskey, 5, November, 3, stand by. Message follows. Mike, Quebec, Whiskey, 5, November, 3, 6, Kilo, India, November, Lima, Lima, Quebec, India, 4, Whiskey, 3, India, Tango, Mike, Romeo, Whiskey, Delta, Quebec, X-Ray, Hotel, Zulu, 6, Romeo, Kilo, I say again, Mike, Quebec, Whiskey, 5, November, 3, 6, Kilo, India.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
November,
How many messages did I miss?
Quebec,
Oh wow, we're already on page 2? That's a lot of messages, you guys. What is that, like 30 emergency action messages?
3,
I thought that doesn't happen. I thought that would only happen like
Tango,
twice ever. Oh my goodness, there's never been so many emergency action messages. The roofs must be caving in on us. My phone is blowing up. What does it say? Oh, it says Nearer My God to Thee is playing on CNN. It's all over, my friends. It is all... It's nothing.
Kilo,
It's not anything. Nothing happened. It's just a lot of messages. Goodness gracious.